Hello everyone, I am Renu Bhadoria, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce at the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. In today's module of Business Law, we will be discussing the topic Pledge. In this topic, we will be discussing meaning of pledge, essential of pledge, rights and duties of pledger and pledgee, and difference between bailment and pledge. So let's start with the meaning of pledge. Pledge is a special kind of bailment where movable thing is bailed as security for the repayment of debt and performance of promise. For example, X borrows rupees 10,000 from Y and keeps his jewelry as security for repayment. It is a contract of pledge. According to Section 172 of the Indian Contract Act, the bailment of goods as security for payment of debt and performance of promise is called pledge. In a contract of pledge, the person who delivers the goods as security is called as pledger, and the person who received the goods as security is called as pledgee. Now we will see the essential of pledge. First important essential is movable property. To constitute pledge, the subject matter of property must be movable. It can be valuable documents, goods, or chattels. Immovable goods cannot form the contract of pledge. Second essential, the ownership of the pledged goods does not transfer. The ownership remains with the pledger, but the special property in the goods passes to the pledgee. This is the second essential. Third essential, delivery of goods. Delivery of goods is necessary element in a contract of pledge. The delivery should be for the purpose of security and with the condition that the good will be returned to the pledger after the repayment of loan or fulfillment of promise. But pledge goods must be delivered to pledgee. For example, X, a producer of film, borrows rupees 50,000 from Y, a financial distributor. X agrees to deliver the final print of the film when ready. Here, the agreement does not amount to pledge because there is no transfer of possession. Okay? Next important element, delivery of possession may be actual or constructive. For example, delivery of the key of the godown where the goods are stored is the constructive delivery. So these four are the important essential of pledge. Now we will see rights and duties of pledger. So first we will start with the rights. First right to redeem the pledged goods. To redeem means to get something back by making payment. So pledger will get back his good after making the payment or fulfillment of promise. Second right to receive any increase or profit from pledged goods. If there is any increase in the pledged goods during the period of pledge, the pledger is entitled to such increase. Okay, now this will be clear with the example. Let's see the example. X took a loan of rupees 50,000 from Y and pledged 100 shares of Lakshmi Steels Limited. During the period of pledge, the company issued some bonus shares. Here, such bonus shares also belongs to X and he will be entitled to them after making the payment of rupees 50,000. So these were the rights of pledger. Now we'll see duties of pledger. First duty to disclose defects in the goods pledged. It is the duty of a pledger to disclose defects in the goods pledged. Second, duty to repay the loan. It is a duty of pledger to comply with the terms of pledge and repay the debt and perform the promise at the fixed time. Third duty to pay extraordinary expenses incurred by the pledgee. If the pledgee has incurred extraordinary expenses for the preservation of the pledged goods, then it is the duty of the pledgor to pay such expenses to the pledgee. Now we will discuss rights and duties of the pledgee. Pledgee is a person who received the goods as security. First right to retain the goods. Section 173 of the Contract Act provides that the pledgee may retain the goods for the following payments. First, for the payment of debt or for the performance of promise. Second, for the interest of the debt. Third, for all necessary expenses incurred by pledgee in respect of possession or for the preservation of pledged goods. Second right to extraordinary expenses. Section 175 of the Contract Act lays down that the pledgee is entitled to receive extraordinary expenses incurred by him in the preservation of the pledged goods. Next right of pledgee is right in case of default of the pledgor. Section 176 of the Contract Act provides that if the pledgor makes default in payment of the debt or performance of the promise at the fixed time, the pledgee may bring a suit against the pledgor for the recovery of debt or for the performance of promise. At the same time, he can also keep good as collateral security. Third, he may also sell the pledged goods but only after informing the pledgor or by giving a reasonable notice. Next right of the pledgee, right to apply to court to decide the title of the goods. If the goods pledged claimed by the person other than the pledgor, the pledgee may apply to the court to stop its delivery and to decide the title of the goods. That is, to find out the right owner of the goods. These are the rights of the pledgee. Now we will see what are the duties of pledgee. First, duty not to use the pledged goods. It is the duty of the pledgee not to use the pledged good because it is kept as a security. Second duty to return the goods. When the pledgor makes the payment and perform his promise, it is the duty of the pledgee to return back the goods to pledgor. Third, duty to take reasonable care of goods. It is the duty of the pledgee to take care of the goods and not to mix his good with the pledgor goods. So, these are the rights and duties of the pledgee. Now we will see who may pledge. The following person may pledge. First, pledge by mercantile agent. Second, pledge by person having possession under voidable contracts. Third, pledge where pledgor has limited interest in goods. Fourth, pledge by co-owner. And fifth, pledge by a seller having possession of goods before and after sale. So that is what about a contract of pledge. In the end, I would like to explain you the difference between bailment and pledge. Bailment is defined under Section 148 of the Indian Contract Act. Pledge is defined under Section 172 of the Indian Contract Act. In bailment, transfer of possession for general service or task. In pledge, transfer of possession for obtaining a debt or performance of contract. Parties in bailment called as bailer and bailee. Parties in pledge called as pledgor and pledgee. Purpose in bailment can be service, repair. Purpose in pledge, getting loans or performance of contract. In bailment, bailee cannot sell the goods. In pledge, pledgee can sell the goods on the non-payment of debt or performance of promised. And last is example. Example for bailment. Mr. X delivers his car to Mr. Y for repairing. This is the example of bailment. In pledge, Mr. A pledged gold to ICICI Bank to obtain a gold loan. This is the example of pledge. So this is the difference between the bailment and pledge. So that's all we have under the contract of pledge. Hope this module of business law helped you to understand the contract of pledge. Thank you.